a yellow light. That's not public safety. That's always on in those areas. I find that as a business owner, I've seen the village grow in a good way, and of course it has some issues with Main Street, but I've seen a tremendous amount of stress on the neighbors to the south. Since I came up here 4 years ago, it has grown 300%. And with that being said, there's just not enough places for these people to park, and they're parking in front of their places. I do not serve glass bottles of beer. I serve aluminum, Bud Light, and Budweiser. These bottles are not coming from the Emporium. You, as a village, there's got to be a solution for this parking, some type of relief, whether it's a parking garage, something for these people, because a lot of these people from all these locations, there's nights that the Emporium is very dead. No one can see inside. And there's a tremendous a show at the Patriarch Theater, and they sell alcohol there. And there's other businesses that I'm not going to sit here and elaborate right now that people find parking down south of the Emporium. So I don't mind coming here every year and renewing my permit, my special permit for my nightclub cabaret, but it's got to be uniform. And I think that there's a big gap in what we're doing in Main Street as far as the villages, is that if I'm coming here for a cabaret license, for a nightclub, and you look up the definition of a cabaret license, it states in there that everybody that has any type of entertainment, band, DJ, acoustic, or any patron that's swinging of the hips at any establishment on Main Street should come in front of the board for a special permit. These COs, Mr. Keegan's CO, and his SLA application, and all these restaurants are for restaurants, but they all are doing catering, they all are doing dancing, they all are doing live entertainment, they all have bands, they all have the same exact model as I did 4 years ago. So I think if the bigger picture here, like Mr. Keegan said, was that we need to look over everybody and see all the incidents and how we can make this village better, and not just point the finger at me. I printed out, and I will submit under the Freedom of Information Act, everyone's application on Main Street as far as who pertains a liquor license. I found that in my reports that everybody is under their state liquor authority application has applied for a restaurant. Not one of them have said that they're stating they're doing live music or dancing or entertainment. Under the Freedom of Information Act in the village, their COs are all for restaurants, but they're all doing cabaret. So I feel that if we're going to progressively get further on trying to fix these solutions, that I feel that everybody that is doing dancing, live entertainment, and multiple use should be coming in front of the board so we can get a better picture of how to fix these solutions. We're just submitting these. Very simple definition. I just wanted to be clear.
I think the main reason why you guys came before us was the combination of uses that going way back. You had a bowling alley, you had all kinds of other stuff, and that's why the genesis of the special permit requirement. I understand your point, though, that you've just made, and it's...
We'd be remiss.
Yeah.
Under the code, we need to be here.
Right.
The special permit is required.
Right.
We don't mind being here.
Yeah. Well, I don't mind it, but...
I think what differentiates you guys a little bit too is you have over 1,000 people on your CO. And on top of that, the other businesses primarily are restaurants first, whether they segue into their nightclubbiness or whatever with their music. Their primary purpose is a restaurant, though. If you look at them and you go right down the line, their primary purpose is making more money as a restaurant than they are as clubs.
I have to totally disagree as a professional that's been in this field for 20 years. The amount of revenue, if you did an audit based on liquor to food sales, would be 3 to 1. The amount of money generated from 9 o'clock to 4 a.m. is way more money than a restaurant could generate during a small window of lunchtime to dinner with food. They wouldn't be doing what they are doing and having the amount of